My name is Joshua, and I'm going to be starting a progress series on my Runescape account. Now, my RSN is Joshua B. See right here. And this is not exactly the normal starting point for a progress series. As you can see, I have trim comp cape and a few other things, but I thought now's better than ever to start. Now, I want to talk about the idea of this account. This has always been my main account for the longest time, and the idea for the account is simply try to complete as much stuff as I can. Now, if you know what the true trim community is, that'd be something that I feel like I am a part of, but at this point I don't think it's feasible with everything else in my life to actually true trim, but I definitely take inspiration from there in guiding what my goals for this account are. So I'll introduce you guys and everyone watching to what I currently have, and then we can go over some goals, and then we can try to see if I can make any progress this video on those goals. So the first thing I want to go over is talking about my skills. The first thing, I'm max total level. I have trim comp cape, so that shouldn't come as a surprise. I'm going to scroll over them really quickly, what the XPs are. I have 200 mil, all of the main combats except for range. And I think my idea is, eventually I want to get 5.6, but that's a very long-term goal. And I think the next 120s are going to be hunter, thieving, fishing, mining. For Bibles, I'm thinking prayer and summoning. So those are my ideas to go for what skills and what are the plans for my skills. Alright, now we're going to be looking at the bank just to get an idea of what we have. First tab, don't have much, but this second tab is my supplies tab. It has all my potions and supplies I need for PvM. Third tab is going to be my PvM tab. Has a lot of empty slots in it currently because I'm hoping to fill these in at a later date, especially when I'm PvMing. The only interesting things are some pets at the top that I'm holding on to. The reason I'm holding on to them is I want to get a bunch of broadcasts all at the same time. I have claimed pets in the past, but those are before collection logs actually came out. Now, the mage and range tabs, I don't have much. I have elite tectonic and some other basic stuff. I don't really have any gear for those styles. For melee though, I have trim masterwork and the new vestments. I have Langs, CGS, the new spear, and I have a Zuck sword in the Essence of Finality. And I just essentially have max melee, which is really nice. I'll be using that for the near future. In here I have a bunch of random items that are general all-purpose PvM, a lot of necklaces, rings, etc. I have a skill tab where I hold a lot of skilling supplies just to make it an easy loadout, and then just a bunch of random skilling items here. I have a treasure hunter tab, a tab with a lot of the player farm stuff, tab for archaeology, tab for clues. See how many clues I currently have. A random junk tab, nothing too exciting in here, and then a tab with just some pets in it. Alright, so I'm talking about the PvM section now, which is the kill counts and the collection logs. You're going to notice that even though I have 120 mil Slayer and I have a lot of pets, that a lot of it's going to be empty on the collection log side. The reason for that is simply I did a lot of that before collection logs came out. So, starting with the low tier bosses, Barrows, Chaos Elite, Giant Mold Corp. Like I said, I have the pets, don't have anything else here. If we move on to the Royals, KQKK, as well as QBD and KBD, I have the pets, a few untradables, with nothing really major here. Going to Slayer, We have the Legions, Magister, Matriarchs, DKs. I have all but one of the Legio pets, which I'm missing Secundus. The other ones are in the bank. I have the Magister pet in the bank. I do need KC at the Matriarchs, and I need the pets there, but I'm not going for that until I get the Necklace of Salamancy. Next up is the Tazar and Liberation of Mazca. Tazar is the only one that I have completed. I got that exactly when I logged on the day that Collection Logs came out, because I had the pet claimed and all the untradables already in the bank, and I have the Yaka pet in the bank, so I'm also done with that. Moving on to Garber's Dungeon 1. I have all the pets here, AOD pets in the bank, and I have almost 5k AOD KC, which got me a lot of money back in the day, probably around 25 bill. Moving on to Garber's Dungeon 2, you can see I am missing some challenge mode KC at both Twin Furies and Vindicta and Gorvek, and I don't have the Telos pet. I have about 10-21% as my highest in rage at Telos, and I'll be pushing that when I get Gopher pet. Up to Garber's Dungeon 3 now. I am missing a lot of KC here. I'm missing every pet except for Zammy as well, so I'll be spending a lot of time here just grinding everything out, so this will be a large part of the content. Talking about missing a lot of stuff, here's the Elite Dungeons. I will be getting 120 KC, so I hit the second threshold, and then I'll be doing solo runs. That's going to get a lot of Runescore for me because there's 3 bosses per, and I don't have any of the pets as well. You also notice I was lucky at E3. I got 3 bow pieces in trios before or around 50 KC. Lastly, there are the high tier bosses, Virago, Rax, Solak, Raksha, and Rots. I'm missing a little bit of Raksha KC, and then I'm also missing Vitalis, Solak pet, and Raksha pet, so I will be grinding those out. Out of all the bosses, I would say Virago is probably my favorite boss, especially the hard mode version. Now, let's switch over to Slayer. I'm going to be flashing up what the KCs are for all of the Slayer mobs. Nothing's really too interesting here. I do have 22k Edmu, 45k Eretz, and 55,000 Abyssal Demons, but I haven't prestiged anything, and I don't really have anything too remarkable here. If we go to the collection logs, I would say the same thing. I don't have any of the pets that are hard to get. I did get a Hex Hunter bow before Collection Logs came out, but it didn't help. So I probably won't be grinding this until much later into the series, but it's good to at least see a snapshot of what I currently have. Alright, so the achievements, by that I meant the Runescore. Now, what I want to say about this is, if you can see in the top right, up here, I have 29,255 Runescore. The reason this number is important is I'm exactly 1,000 Runescore off of max Runescore. So this is part of the goals that I will be going through. I am going for max Runescore. I think it'd be very interesting for eventually trying on one of the updates, log on ASAP, get all the achievements done, and get rank 1, even if it's for a week. I think that'd be very interesting. So that's what I'm going to go for. So let's see what I have left. So I have 1 Slayer achievement left. I haven't done basically any Corrosis. I have 1 kill there. And then these don't give any Runescore. I will go for this eventually, but I'm not worried about skilling pets right now at all. Now, exploration's fully done except for completing a big game encounter with 3 creatures alive active. I will eventually be going for that here and there. That's not going to be a main focus until much later on. I have all area tasks. Now for combat, I have 4 abilities left. Keep in mind, 1,000 Runescore is all I need, and 75 of it is in these 4 abilities. I will be, of course, getting Magnificence and Greater Sunshine, and then once I have Max Mage, when I'm going for Max Range, I'll be buying these 2. Now, I have some Glacore, KC and a Rage. I have this Rex Matriarch achievement that I still need to do. I'm gonna check this out. I have this. I need to go get the Igneous Cal, the best cave from Zuck. But besides that, all of this Runescore is completely tied up in KC slash Enrage. For Enrage, it'd just be Zamrock and Gladecore because I already have the 1k Enrage for Telos. So. Then for lore, I fully completed lore. I have Master Questscape already. For activities, I need to do Heist. I still need Profound. And then I need to do some Shattered Worlds. And then I need to do some Treasure Hunter. Not Treasure Hunter, but Clue Scrolls. Completionist is fully done. So I have, Quest, Max, Master Questscape, Comp, Trim. And then feats. We have the 1 boss log. I have 2 events. I think it's the Steam release and the telescopes, and then I have all of the Ravensworn animals from Player Farms. So that's what I have on the achievement side. And now I'm going to talk about what my goals are and how I plan to achieve them. Alright, so the goals for this account, because we're already starting well into the account. I have 3 goals to start with, which I've already talked about a good bit. I have Max Mage, which is going to cost me around 14 bill. And then I have Insane Final Boss, and I have Max Runescore. Those are the 3 goals that we're going to start this progress series. Now in the future, there's Golden Reaper, Golden Warden, Ultimate Slayer, Max Range, 120 all. These things will be the next set of goals. In the far future, I'm sure there'll be another set of goals, such as 5.6, Golden Iceborne, etc. But we're going to take this slowly, one step at a time. Now, for IFB, I need ED123 KC and the pets there. I need normal mode and hard mode KC at Gladecore and the pets. I need the Croesus KC and the pet. I need Secundus pack at Legios. I need the Care Pack pet and 100 normal mode KC. Forgot to add that. Then Raksha, I'm close to finishing the KC for that, but I also need the pet. I need KC at Rex Matriarchs and the 3 pets, which I will do once I get the Necklace of Salamancy from Dream of Iea. I need the Solak pet, I need the Telos pet, I need KC at the challenge mode of Twin Furies and Vindicta and Gorvit. At Zuck, I need normal mode and hard mode KC as well as the pet. And then the last pet I need is Vitalis at Virago. So this is going to be the main focus as we go along at the very beginning, because it's going to fulfill all my goals to start with. I have a lot of KC here that needs to get done, and that's going to fill out over half of my missing rune score is in KC and in Rage achievements, and so I'm going to get that going for IFB. I'll also make a shit ton of money, which will get me the Max Mage setup as well. So that's what we're going to start with, and we might see me every so often go off and do an achievement here or there, or get something like I said earlier, the Necklace of Salamancy. We'll see that every so often, but the main goal that we're going to focus on is IFB. So I want to talk about the goals for this first episode, and I think what it'll be would be 100 rune score, because I only have 1,000 left, so 10% of it, that's a sizable chunk, and I think it works on all the goals pretty simultaneously. Clearly it works on the Runescore achievement because it is 100 rune score. It works on the IFB achievement because I'll mainly be doing combat KC achievements for the 100 rune score. And then because I'm doing combat KC achievements, I'll be working on my Max Mage. Just wanted to tune in real quick. We're going to be hitting 100,000 Abyssal Armor Spikes alloy. So hopefully this should last more than a few weeks, but we'll see, depending on how much PvM I'm doing. Hey, Future Joshua here, and I wanted to explain while I'm editing how the clips are going to go for each boss. So I'm going to clump all the clips of a single boss together. The PRs, or personal records, on the kill times are going to come first. Then any new collection logs or drops are going to come second. Then Runescore Achievements, and finally kill count milestones are going to be the last thing that are shown. That is the first ring score of the video. Just got a new PvE at challenge mode Vindicta, trying to grind out the 100 challenge mode here. 136. Come on, hit hard. There we go. That's another 5 rune score. Thank you. There it be. 100 Vindicta and Gorvik hard mode. For the next few clips, I was going to next, try help a friend get a defender piece, and got some PRs. Now to complete challenge mode twins, I needed 43 kills, and so you'll see some PRs, and I actually was pretty lucky this trip and ended up getting 3 crests, only 1 shown, and a blade. Just adding a little clip of me recomping here.
That was an improvement.
Oh boy.
My god.
What?
Okay. I didn't lose the Dren until my last ability.
That
18-second kill.
Hey.
Okay, as I...
But here.
Oh,
Holy shit, it's got 38 scales.
You're splitting up.
Hey. There we go.
Nice.
Holy shit.
There we go, 100. Wow. Calling junk. Chaos Roar?
What?
So I want to give a recap at the end of the video for what we accomplished. So I got 21 different achievements this video. I'm going to pop them up all on the screen. Most of them were the 5 Runescore KC achievements, and then also I got the gross misconduct achievement, which came out this video, which totaled us to 29,365, which means we gained 110 Runescore for this video. We made over 600 mil profit. I gave a friend an amulet of souls, as well as paid off 150 mil debt, and my supply tab is much beefier now. I'm going to be saving up for a Fasoa, because that's going to be the first big buy of our progress to getting max mage gear. We also filled in a few collection log slots. I'll pop those up onto screen. If you like the video, you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and in the comments, please give me tips for future videos. The next video, I believe, will also be another 100 Runescore, and it's going to be mainly focused on Elite Dungeon solos, because that is what is taking up the majority of the space when you open up the Combat Achievements tab. So, I hope to see you guys then. This is Joshua B, signing off.